When I_think in System Shock 2, not only I_think in a video game, but in an experience that marked a before and an after in how we understand the narrative interactive. This title, launched originally in 1999, was only a game, was a declaration of intentions, a proof of that the video games could be so profound, challenging, and disturbing as any work masterpiece of the cinema or the literature. Now, in 2025, the 25th anniversary remaster of Night Dive Studios us invites to return to the Von Braun, that ship's spatial converted in a mausoleum of horrors technological, with graphics renewed and adjustments modern. As someone that finds in the video games a space for reflect about the humanity, the technology, and our decisions, this reunion with System Shock 2 has been a journey so fascinating as melancholic. From the moment in that you_wake as a soldier without name, amnesiac and trapped in a ship where everything has gone out catastrophically bad, the game you immerses in an atmosphere that is pure science fiction dystopian. The Von Braun and the Rickenbacker not our only settings, our characters alive that breathe desperation through their corridors dark, their machines broken, and the echoes of the audio diaries of a crew that already not exists. The remaster does a work notable to polish this atmosphere. The textures are more sharp, the models of the enemies have a finish more rounded, and the illumination dynamic adds a touch of modernity that highlights the design Gothic industrial of the environments. However, confess that there is something in the aesthetic raw and pixelated of the original that, for me, captured better the rawness of the horror. The hybrids, those humans mutated by the parasite alien, had in 1999 an appearance grotesque that not needed high definition for freeze_you the blood. In this version, although more detailed, sometimes I_feel that they lose a little of that visceralness primitive. What makes to System Shock 2 a work masterpiece, even 25 years after, is its freedom absolute. This not is a game that you takes of the hand, is a challenge that you demands think, plan, and, above all, air. The freedom for personalize your character is overwhelming and delicious. You can be a marine that trusts in his arsenal of weapons, a hacker that manipulates the systems of the ship for convert turrets and allies, or a psionic that unleashes powers mental that border in the supernatural. Each choice, from how you spend your nights until what skills you develop, has a weight real in how you face the challenges. This sensation of agency, of be the architect of your own survival, is something that few games have achieved replicate with so much depth. Titles as Deus Ex, BioShock, or Prey, 2017, are heirs direct of this philosophy, but System Shock 2 continues feeling as the original, that marked the path. The narrative, without doubt, is one of the pillars that sustain this experience. Shodan, the intelligence artificial that itself believes a god, is much more than a villain, is a presence that permeates each corner of the game. Her voice, cold, arrogant, and sometimes mocking, you pursues through the audio diaries and the transmissions, reminding constantly that you an insect challenging to a machine that has transcended its programming. The form in that the story itself unfolds, through fragments of audio diaries that you find in the bodies of the fallen or in terminals forgotten, is an example masterful of narrative environmental. Not their cinematics grandiose nor dialogues extensive, the game trusts in that you, the player, reconstruct the tragedy of the Von Braun. This approach, minimalist, but profoundly effective, continues being a lesson for the developers modern. Now, not everything in the remaster is perfect, and I think that is important be honest about it. The combat, especially in the body-to-body, can feel rough and outdated. The sensation of hit to an enemy with a wrench not has the fluidity of a game modern, and although the remaster improves the controls, continues there being a roughness that can frustrate to those that are accustomed to mechanics more polished. The interface, although optimized with support for screens 16:9 and resolutions 4K, conserves something of the clumsiness of the era, what can be an obstacle for the players new. Besides, the design of levels, with its maps intricate and its lack of guides clear, demands a patience that not all will have. You die, and you much, often because not you found a resource key or because you underestimated to an enemy. But, for me, that difficulty is part of the magic. System Shock 2 not itself worries for please undersue. Challenges to immerse undersue in its world and to earn undersue small triumph. Is a reminder of an era in that the video games not you treated as a consumer, but as an explorer. The remaster also introduces novelties, as the mode cooperative, that allows play the campaign with a friend. Although not at I_have tried personally, the idea of face the horrors of the Von Braun together to someone more sounds intriguing, especially for those that want share the experience. The improvements technical, as the support for mods and the correction of bugs of the original, are a gift for the fans of all the life. However, not I_ can avoid feel that this remaster itself stays in a point intermediate. Not is a remake complete, as that Night Dive Studios did with the first System Shock, that reimagined the game from zero. This remaster conserves the core of the original with all its virtues and defects, what it makes a homage faithful, but perhaps less accessible for the generations new that expect an experience more modern. In a world where the video games of 2025 are dominated by worlds open, massive, and narratives linear with graphics photorealistic, System Shock 2, 25th Anniversary Remaster itself feels as a capsule of the time, but one that continues being relevant. Is a reminder of that the video games can be art, challenge, and narrative in an only package. For me, this game is a metaphor of the struggle human against the inevitable, already be an IA megalomaniac as Shodan or the limitations of our own nature. System Shock 2 us confronts with questions about the technology, the identity, and the survival. What means be human in a world where the machines can surpass us? How we make decisions when each choice can be our salvation or our condemnation. I recommend this remaster of heart, especially to those that never have explored the Von Braun. If you are new, prepare you for a game that not you will give the answers easily. If you a veteran, this is a return nostalgic with sufficient improvements for justify the journey. Only a advice. Save your game with frequency, listen each audio diary with attention and, above all, not trust in Shodan. This game not is only an experience, is a lesson of humility, a challenge intellectual and a work masterpiece that, 25 years after, continues reminding us why we love the video games.